Abanawa, Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, transliteration, our Father.
Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, I'm calling out to you, how are we crying? Turn off from seeing we living in anguish, in the gates thereof the language. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, I'm calling out to you, how are we crying? Turn off from seeing we living in anguish, in the gates thereof the language.
Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth, just the same. YHWH, 4 letters found in Dead Sea Scroll caves. Romans 10:13, whoever so calls on that name, the same shall be saved. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts as we forgive these debtors. Stultifying us creditors, Esau playing editor, defacing artifacts, showing true Jews had melanin. Finna call Chris Hansen in to catch these spiritual predators who pervert depictions of the Son of Man's skin. But let the dust settle in and await for Yahweh Shai to crack that dome as the sweetest metronome. To hear that so far from the sky, praying for forgiveness of sin. Ain't no retry. I'm praying that that gulf in the end isn't so far between you and I. I'm praying for 12 tribes to combine under the commandments of the Most High. As I face the east and say his prayer every sunrise.
Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, I'm calling out to you, how are we crying? Turn off from seeing we living in anguish, in the gates thereof the language. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, I'm calling out to you, how are we crying? Turn off from seeing we living in anguish, in the gates thereof the language.
Now it's Shabbat Shemayim. My heart is crying. Israel is dying in sin. I am wondering, when will this horrific rule of Edomites will end? Time's prophecy. Ezekiel waves a cock at me. I rebuke him for hate speech. They want to lock up me, but there ain't no way they stopping me from dropping these bombs of truth. Chosen people worshiping Zeus, calling him Jesus. He's really Caesar. Bullshit. I prophesied to Israel. 2/3 can't hear. They are bowers, trappers, and pimps of the year. Fly guys, Benjamin be on that, I. Selassie, Molly got dreads high. Not from Kwam Yasha'Allah. Birds fly up and try to holler. Arm, leg, arm, con. That spells Allah, the power. What will you do in that final hour? When the sky is cracked by that woolly hair, black Yahweh Shai. Gun in my face, death in my eye. Life and death, live or die. Murdered by my own con. Life and death, live or die. Murdered by my own con.
Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, I'm calling out to you, how are we crying? Turn off from seeing we living in anguish, in the gates thereof the language. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, I'm calling out to you, how are we crying? Turn off from seeing we living in anguish, in the gates thereof the language.
It's massive killing, boom, boom. There ain't no Thanksgiving. Yahweh willing, you will see why your words can't hurt me. You jive turkey, you've been chilling with a Edomite woman. Ate a piece of a pie, caught syphilis and genital herpes. You hate sisters, you got screwed, little mister. Not trying to dish ya, this should really uplift ya. With the ruah, if you knew what I just said, you would want to step to it. You refuse to, you a sucker. Like a hooker, you just blew it. Lollipop, and I knew it. T-Doc recordings, this crew is spiritual lyrics. Debtors wanna sue us. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, our Father which art in heaven. All right, shalom, 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 shalom. Welcome to another episode of T Doc Bible Study on the Truthful Make You Mad podcast. To the people tuning in for the first time, this actually is being aired on Rumble. We suggest that you go over to Rumble. We'll be moving into Rumble. The link is actually in the room. So go ahead and click on the link in the room. Move it over to Rumble. If you haven't subscribed on Rumble and create a Rumble account, do so now. Don't just log on over there. We got 26 people on Rumble right now. Last time we was on, we had over 100 there. We want to get it up to all of the members. So go ahead and log on Rumble. This is going to be a very informative lesson as usual. I'm really discontent with a lot of the people and the true disciples of Christ. So when I call on for the body to help any of the members, then you should be there, because that could be you in that situation. It could be you. I would actually do the same thing for you. A lot of people come here because they don't have any other place to go. Their family has turned their back on them, and they may not even have family. Their blood family don't care a lot about them. So this is not something trivial. I shouldn't have to consistently ask people, and I'm asking you for what, $50? Most of the times, the balance is not paid. You know who's paying it? Me. So you guys complaining about $50, $100, and I end up forwarding a few hundred every single time there's something like this pop off. And so today, praise be the Most High, Jeremiah's bond got lowered. And I don't want to hear one of you say that you didn't get the message, because I not only put it in the group chat, I text you all directly. So you got the message. So it's only been, what, a day? A day and a half since I sent the money back. When was that, Fernando? Sunday? Yeah, it was Sunday. It was Sunday, a day and a half I sent the money back. What you got? Spent that already, or you had to change your heart? Well, whatever the reason is, none of them is good. So tonight we're going to look at that. You know how you can know if you're really in the spirit? Because when you're giving and you're not anticipating anything in return, that's how you know when you're in the spirit. When I give something to someone, I don't expect for people to pay me back. I'm literally giving it. Unless I say, yo, you got to pay me back. Otherwise, I'm giving it. And so I give with a clean heart, and the Most High always send it back sevenfold, tenfold. But that shouldn't be the reason for you to give. You should be giving because you're supposed to be striving to be like Yahusha, Christ-like. So today when I sent that message out, know who was the first one to give? Stephanie. She was the first one that gave something. And sent more than she sent the last time. Then, I believe the next was, and it was only about 3 or 4 people. So again, the balance and Dwayne, he's not even part of T-Dot, though he be on here a lot, but he gave 100. So, the other people, trust me, at some point, and I see you, I saw you already. I know who got the message. I saw you. The other people that didn't give, right now, don't even worry about it, because I have to chastise you to do it. It's coming from the wrong place, huh? And you know who you are. You know who you are. You all got excuses, but if your ass was sitting in jail, you would try to overturn every stone to get out there, because I don't wish that on anyone. Well, I say that this young brother needs to learn. At the same time, I don't wish jail on no one. So I think he's been there, more than long enough. And, whatever is in my power to help to get him out, then I'll do it. But I will chastise him after he's out. But that could be any of you. Just keep that in mind. And you're expressing who you really are, right? Expressing The fact that I have to ask you, you're expressing who you are. Once you know, if you're moving in the right spirit, you would openly say, how can I help? What can I do to help to get him out there? Because it could be any of you. You know, and I was thinking, I was telling Kadar today, damn, man, if something happened to me, who would be doing this? You just let people sit there? No one's taking initiative. I want to drop the ball. I gotta stay on people like, yo, cool. What's going on with Jeremiah and so on. It's crazy. It's really insane. So you're showing me who you really are, man. I don't listen to what you say. I hear what you say and watch what you do to see what you really meant. Meaning your words have to be corresponding with your actions. For the most part, we'll see really not, man. I know how people that their mind, you're focusing on your day-to-day activity. But if you really had love for your brother, you wouldn't be able to rest well at night knowing that your brother's locked up in a place like that, one of the worst jails. But I'll digress from that now. Let me go and get into but as it stands right now, I'll tell you guys, man. Dwayne, he's not even a member of T-Dot. If you haven't sent it, I mean, don't send it now, man. Shout out to Israel for just sending it. You didn't really have to do that. I was going to take. So Israel sends 100. Fernando sent 100. Benaya sent 100. There's 300. Kadar 50. Dwayne, he's not even a member of T-Dot. He sent 100. And Stephanie 60. That was it. That was it. I'll cover the rest. Now, we don't know what the bond is really going to be, because he's from out of state. They're adding an additional 500 onto it. Now, the bond has gone all the way down to about, according to his grandma, like 22 something, right? So you're only really supposed to pay 15%, but because he's out of state, they want the amount for the bond, which is about 3 something plus another 500, according to his grandmother. So they was asking for what? For now the 8 something? But what Jeremiah told us was roughly 700, like 690. But usually Jeremiah has actually been wrong about what he's been saying. The grandma is probably a little more accurate, but we'll find out tomorrow morning. Place open, we'll give it a call and find out what's going on. But we'll appreciate everyone, because the real truth is I would do the same thing for any of you, man. But it makes me wonder, man, like, if that was me, who would care? I mean, the last time that guy, Stefan, was on he was on the phone with Kadar when that incident happened, and he didn't even take an initiative. He called me and told me. I said, so, well, what are you doing about it? You find out where he is? No. Did you find out where they're taking him? Nah. He was on the phone. How come you ain't find out what kind of precinct had to research all of that? These are basic things, man. These are basic things that we all should know, man. When someone get arrested, find out where they're being taken to. I mean, what cop is arresting them? If you guys can identify that, all cop cars typically have numbers on them. Try to get the number off the cop car. The person could talk to you. If you can't get his badge number. From that number that's on the car, they could track that to a particular precinct. You know where he's taking it. But so tonight, I wanted to talk about the wise are mightier than the strong. Knowledge is the principal thing. So Jeremiah, from my perspective, he wasn't being wise in his actions. Does that mean we leave him there to suffer? No.
It's suffice to say that some of you are taking delight in this. And the only reason that you really care is because you're concerned about how we will look at you. Now, I've seen it in some of the gestures, some of the statements that you've made. But it could be any of us. Keep that in mind. It could be any of us. You know, those people remember how you responded. So let's start with the book of Proverbs 29, verse 11. Kadar, give me Proverbs 29 and 11.
Come.
And Benai, give me the book of James 1, verse 20.
Come.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 11. A fool uttereth all his mind, but a wise man keepeth it in till afterwards.
Yeah, I got that the other day, Jadir. So the scripture says, a fool gives vent to his spirit. What? That's what that's saying. A fool gives vent to his spirit. But a wise man quietly holds it back. So that means a fool is going to act wild, crazy, and foolish. He's just going to let everything come out. But the wise man quietly holds it back. Why? Because Solomon, the same man that said this, says that there's a time and season for everything under the sun. But a fool doesn't consider any of that. Look at David, he's a fool. If that man was close to me, and I'm going to tell you guys this on everything I love, man, on my dead father, that the way that man talked on the phone the other day, if I was close to him, I was punched him in his face. Elder no error, because he said some serious, and I don't know if you guys caught that, man. That guy, he was more acting like a broad, right? Saying something that really could have been incriminating on that phone call when he was at the airport. I didn't mention nothing about any kind of, he said, oh, well, you're going to bring a gun. I would have punched him in his face, man, for real. Real talk. Because that's a fool right there. When alcohol or something take you to that limit, man, either it needs to depart from you or it's going to end you. Because that's a clear fool right there. Let's go to the book of James 1 verse 20. This is the same man that comes on and talk about how much he loved the Most High, man. He's a hypocrite. He's a hypocrite. You know, he tries to do good, but we can't overlook all of the bad that this man does, man. He does a lot of bad and a lot of wrongs, man. And when he gets a distance, then he start talking real greasy. But like I told that man, really, man, you're only a flight away, boy. You're really a flight away. Go ahead,
Come on, it's the book of James, chapter 1, verse 20. For the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of Yahuwah.
So the scripture said that anger of man does not produce the righteousness of the Most High. You just got to control your anger. The scriptures say, be angry and sin not. So the anger of man will not produce the righteousness of Yahuwah. I control your anger, you got to think. Going back to Jeremiah, retracting back. If he just thought a little bit, situation wouldn't be like it is. But does that mean that we turn our back on a brother in distress? No. Can't find that in the scriptures. Can't find that there, man. Because it could be any of us. How would you feel if that was you there? So we got to learn to be more discerning, and we got to use wisdom. See, you know, Solomon, he prayed to the Most High. He could have prayed for anything. I can almost guarantee you most people, if they prayed to the Most High for the one thing that they could actually have in life, most of you will pray for money. You will pray for an abundance of money. Solomon prayed for wisdom and knowledge. About money and all that, he wanted wisdom and knowledge. Let's get Proverbs 4, verse 7. And Solomon said this. Proverbs 4, verse 7.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. And with all thy getting, get understanding.
Someone explain that. What is he talking about right there? What did Solomon say? He said wisdom is the principal thing. You know, there's an aphorism I used to use. An older man's wisdom is better than a young man's knowledge. An older man's wisdom is better than a young man's knowledge. Young man could be smart, but he may not have that wisdom. Jeremiah, he's a smart kid. Just don't have the wisdom. So wisdom is the principal thing. Wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom. That's the principal thing. And with all thy getting, get understanding. So you got to understand. Solomon was told by Yahuwah. Someone give me 2 Chronicles 1 and 7. Watch this. Watch this. Thumbs up as you come in the room and share this on your social media platforms. We ask you. Solomon was told by Yahuwah, ask what I shall give you. 2 Chronicles 1 and 7.
The book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 1, verse 7. And that night did Yahuwah appear unto Solomon, and said unto him, ask what I shall give thee.
See that? So the Most High said, tell me what you want, Solomon, in other words. This is what he's really saying. Now, you're probably thinking, most of you, if you will be honest, if that was you, you would ask the Most High for trillions of dollars. Jason One West would probably ask him to let him hit the jackpot. Right? Just keep it real, man. Why? Because that way, you feel that you could actually buy whatever you want in life. That's how the average man would think, average woman. So quite naturally, one would think that here's a man in Solomon who is already filthy rich. He's a son of a king. He becomes king. And he's given this one in a lifetime chance by the Most High Yahuwah to ask for more riches. And this man going to ask for wisdom? What's wrong with Solomon? Is he a fool? See, that's how the average fool thinks. Average fool would have asked for more possessions, honor, personal glory, longer life. Think about it, Kadar. Solomon could say, let me live forever. What did he ask for? He said, give me wisdom and knowledge. He could have asked, hey, take the life of all of my haters. But instead, Solomon said to Yahuwah, he said, you've shown me great love and kindness and mercy to my father David. You've made me king in his stead, in place of him. Let's get 2 Chronicles. Let's prove it. Chapter 1, verse 8 through 10. Watch what Solomon said.
The book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 1, verse 8. And Solomon said unto Yahuwah, thou hast shewed great mercy unto David my father, and hast made me to reign in his stead. Now, O Yahuwah, thy supreme Elohim, let thy promise unto David my father be established. For thou hast made me king over a people like the dust of the earth in multitude. Give me now wisdom and knowledge, that I may go out and come in before this people. For who can judge this thy people that is so great?
This man prayed for wisdom and knowledge, Kadar. Some of these fools would have prayed for it as much for JJ as they could get. Give me the finest women for the remainder of my life and for JJ. Tell me where I'm lying at. Give me all the beautiful women supermodels. Just living in sin. But this man prayed for wisdom and knowledge. He could have had anything. He prayed for wisdom and knowledge, Benaiah. Not fame, not let me live forever, but wisdom and knowledge. Give me that Proverbs 4, verse 7 again. Now, this is what he tried to teach his children, because Solomon wanted his children to have the same wisdom and knowledge that he had.
Come. It's like the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. And with all thy getting, get understanding.
You know what's really interesting to take note to? Is that the author of this book of Proverbs is the man Solomon himself. So the invitation that this man Solomon gives his children is to receive his instructions from him. Let's get that. Proverbs 4, verse 1 through 2. Watch this. Proverbs 4, 1 through 2.
Come. The book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 1. Hear ye, children, the instruction of a father, and attend to no understanding. For I give you good doctrine. Forsake ye not my law.
Come. He said, don't go against my law. Don't you forsake this. See, Solomon desired that his children would go up to have the wisdom and knowledge in the same portion as he himself had. He'd been gifted by the Most High. See, wisdom is prominent, and we should desire to attain it. And we should desire to attain it in a very skillful and godly manner. What? Because the Most High will give it liberally when we ask. Watch what James says. Someone give me James 1, verse 5. Watch what James says.
Con. Book of James, chapter 1, verse 5. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of Supreme Elohim, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him.
Well, let's examine that. He's saying that if any man lacks wisdom, why does a man need wisdom? To guide him through a decision or guide him through certain circumstances. So the scriptures say, let him ask Yahuwah that giveth to all men liberally, which means freely, and abateth not. What does he mean by that? That's that old Quaker English. He means without rebuke or blame. And it shall be given to him. Now, along with this wisdom is our duty to get understanding. That's what we read. We read it. And so that means we're supposed to actively seek spiritual discernment. What was Jeremiah's spiritual discernment in that altercation? You're supposed to seek spiritual discernment, mature comprehension, and logical interpretation. And this logical interpretation could only come through the word of Yahuwah. Give me the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High in 1 Corinthians. The wisdom of this world is foolishness with Yahuwah. You go and get your degrees and articulate a PhD, master's. Well, I got my doctorate. Yeah, I'm Dr. So-and-so. Ha ha, here comes the doctor. The lady said to come to my webinar. I'm Dr. So-and-so. But you're running from the little Negro from the ghetto. Doctor?
God.
The little Negro, that same thing happened in New York when the doctor showed you, yeah, I'm a PhD. Boy, I never heard this, man. I don't know how you learn this stuff, and I'm a doctor. But I got to yield to you, man. I said, praise be the Most High, Doc. What's up, Doc? Come.
1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 19. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with Yahuwah.
The wisdom of this world, your college degree. I'm not saying that college may not help you, but let's be truthful, Kadar. Most of our people that go to college, they major in majors that doesn't even really help them out in real life. They're struggling and they will work for someone for the remainder of their life. You're not majoring in a major that teaches you to produce for yourself. It teaches you to be a consumer. It doesn't teach you to go out and create your own job. It doesn't even teach you how to manage your finances. They don't teach you this stuff in college. They just don't do it. This is why you have people that's accountants and they only make about 65 to 70,000 a year. But you're gonna tell me how to manage my money? But I make more than you. You see, it doesn't add up. I'm self-educated, the best kind. The wisdom of this world is foolishness with Yahuwah. Read on.
For it is written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness.
Well, what do you know? There's Barry Robin. You got Robin Barry, Robin Starberry, Barry Robin. How many times she gonna change her name, huh? She been missing in action, boy. She been back on that spree again. She out of that trap, Robin.
What's the name of that? Baskin Robbins. That's what it is.
Come. Only on YouTube, logo on the Rumble. The link's in the room. So the wisdom of this world is foolishness with Yahuwah. So we got to have the wisdom to know and to love Yahuwah. That's first and foremost. Have a relationship with him. Book of Bereshit. Some of y'all might call it Genesis. As a good brother said. 1 and 26 through 27. Read that.
Come. The book of Bereshit, Genesis, chapter 1, verse 26.
Well, they're going to say you cursing, Kadar, if you keep saying that. Man, why he saying shit?
Come on.
You see what I'm saying?
They thought I was cursing too. Yeah,
That's those Negroes, Joe. You see what I'm saying? Why you cursing with the Bible in your head? Man, God gonna curse you. That Negro, he's a strange creature, boy. Damn, the Negro is strange, boy. What, did you just say shit reading the Bible? So they say,
it's a fact.
Chapter 1, verse 26. And the Supreme Elohim said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. So the Supreme Elohim created man in his own image. In the image of the Supreme Elohim created he him, male and female created he them.
Cool. Let's go to the book of Proverbs, the 24th chapter. Start reading at verse 1. Proverbs 24, verse 1.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 24, verse 1. Be not thou envious against evil men, neither desire to be with them, for their heart studieth destruction.
See that? It said, don't be envious of evil people and don't keep their company. So if they're wicked and you're hanging around them, I think it suffices to say that you're wicked as well. Don't envy them. Don't desire to be in their company. Because their hearts plot violence. Their hearts plot violence. Okay, you know.
And their lips talk of mischief. Through wisdom is an house builded, and by understanding it is established. And by knowledge shall the chambers be filled with all precious and pleasant riches. A wise man is strong, yea, a man of knowledge increaseth strength. For by wise counsel thou shalt make thy war, and in multitude of counselors there is safety. Wisdom is too high for a fool. He openeth not his mouth in the gate. He that deviseth to do evil shall be called a mischievous person.
So, verse 2 said their hearts plot violence. And basically, their words stir up trouble. Read that verse 4 again, huh?
Verse 4.
Verse 3. House.
Verse 3. Through the wisdom is an house builded. Through wisdom is an house builded, and by understanding it is established.
So it says a house is built by wisdom and becomes strong through a good sense. You know?
And by knowledge shall the chambers be filled with all precious and pleasant riches. A wise man is strong, yea, a man of knowledge increaseth strength. For by wise counsel thou shalt make thy war.
So it says the wise are mightier than the strong. And those with knowledge grow stronger and stronger. So don't go to war without guidance, man, without a counselor. That's what it said. In verse 6, don't go to war without a counselor or guidance, is basically what that's saying. Read.
And in multitude of counselors, there is safety.
So it's saying victory literally depends on having many advisors, many counselors.
Wisdom is too high for a fool. He openeth not his mouth in the gate. He that deviseth to do evil shall be called a mischievous person. The thought of foolishness is sin, and the scorner is an abomination to men. If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. I'll read that one again. If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. If thou forbear to deliver
What verse was that?
That was verse 10.
That basically is saying if you fall or if you fell under pressure, your strength is too small. When pressure is put on you, if you fell, then your strength is too small.
Come.
Go to verse 8 again.
Come. Verse 8. He that deviseth evil shall be called a mischievous person.
Mm-hmm. Mischievous, another word for troublemaker. So he that plots evil will be considered, he will have the reputation of a troublemaker. You know?
Come. The thought of foolishness is sin.
Yeah, the schemes of fools are very sinful.
And the scorner is an abomination to men.
And basically it's saying everyone detests a mocker. Everyone detests a mocker.
Verse 10. If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 11. If thou forbear to deliver them that are drawn unto death, and those that are ready to be slain.
So that's basically saying to rescue those who are unjustly sentenced. That's what they're saying. Rescue those who are unjustly sentenced to die. Save them as they stagger to their death. That's what the Most High is trying to tell you, man. If someone's going to be unjustly put to death, as a righteous man or a righteous woman, it's your duty to rescue them. That's what that's saying. Okay.
Verse 12. If thou sayest, behold, we knew it not, doeth not he that pondereth the
Okay,
heart.
stop right there. So basically what he's saying right there, don't excuse yourself by saying, look, we didn't know. That's what they're saying.
Come.
Don't excuse yourself by saying, look, we didn't know. Okay, you know.
Doeth not he that pondereth the heart consider it.
So that means Yahuwah knows and understands all heart. He sees all. So he knows what's in your heart.
And he that keepeth thy soul doeth know he not. Doeth not he know it. And shall not he render to every man according to his works? My son, eat thou honey, because it is good, and the honeycomb which is sweet to thy taste. So shall the knowledge of wisdom be unto thy soul, when thou hast found it. Then there shall be a reward, and thy expectation shall not be cut off. Verse 15. Lay not wait, O wicked man, against the dwelling of the righteous.
So that's basically saying don't wait in ambush at the home of the godly. Don't raid the house where the godly lives, is what that's really saying. God.
Come. Spoil not his resting place. For a just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief.
See that? So the scriptures say a just man, and Jeremiah needs to hear that, a just man falleth 7 times, but he'll get back up again. But when the wicked fall once, that's it for him, man. That's it for him.
Verse 17. Rejoice not when thine enemy falleth, and let not thine heart be glad when he stumbleth.
Mm-hmm.
Lest Yahuwah see it, and it displease him, and he turn away his wrath from him.
So the Most High said, if you rejoice when the wicked is oppressed, the Most High will turn his anger away from the wicked.
For there shall be no reward to the evil man. The candle of the wicked shall be put out. My son, fear thou Yahuwah and the king, and meddle not with them that are given to change.
Don't associate with rebels, in other words.
For their calamity shall rise suddenly, and who knoweth the ruin of them both? These things also belong to the wise. It is not good to have respect of persons in judgment. I mean, be fair.
Come.
24. He that saith unto the wicked, thou art righteous, him shall the people curse. Nations shall abhor him. But to them that rebuke him shall be delight, and a good blessing shall come upon them. Verse 26. Every man shall kiss his lips that giveth a right answer. Prepare thy work without, and make it fit for thyself in the field, and afterwards build thine house. 28. Be not a witness against thy neighbor without cause, and deceive not with thy lips. 29. Say not, I will do so to him as he hath done to me. I will render to the man according to his work. I went by the field of the slothful, and by the vineyard of the man void of understanding. And lo, it was all grown over with thorns, and nettles had covered the face thereof, and the stone wall thereof was broken down. Then I saw and considered it well. I looked upon it and received instruction. Yet a little sheep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep. So shall thy poverty come as one that travaileth, and thy want as an armed man. Come. A lot of wisdom now.
Come.
They're basically telling you gotta stay righteous at all times. Like even when people, doing you wrong or whatnot, you still don't be cheerful at them going through stuff and suffering. Don't have no respect to persons. Come.
Yeah, the first part is heavy. That 10, 9, and 8.
Come.
15 in the day of adversity, strength
Come.
is sweet. If thou forbear to deliver them that are drawn unto death, and those that are ready to be slain, if thou sayest, behold, we knew not. Most High knows everything that's going on in your mind, your heart.
Mm-hmm.
No reason in mind. There's no reason to be in joy when your enemies are being punished, because he'll turn that right off. Might turn it on you.
Come.
Turn it on you. It's a scripture where it's like the same judgment you'll laugh at, it'll be brought onto you or something. I'm paraphrasing that heavy, but something along the lines of that. But I mean, it's basically in the sense of saying, look, whatever we laugh at, that could end up being you.
Come.
Don't make fun of nobody that's, in poverty or dealing with certain situations. That could be you one season. You never know.
Come.
You would definitely want people to help you out in that situation.
Do unto others as you had them to do unto you.
Come. Love your neighbor like yourself.
Huh. That 10 though, that 10 something serious. Thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. You know you're gonna go through it. We all gonna go through it. Gonna build your character. It's the real ABC. Adversity builds character. You gonna go through it. Especially into this truth, into this word.
Come.
You gotta be tried and refined.
It's a fact. What's give you everything you need, but you gotta basically like you gotta earn it. You can't just go through this life thinking everything is just gonna be handy dandy.
Come.
You know, it's just what it is. I mean, you gotta go through like Most High has to prove you. You gotta earn it. He's gonna put stuff literally in your face and see what you do with it.
That's what happened to Job. I look at that all the time. Faithful unto death, boy. Job on the deathbed. Yeah. I went praise the Most High no matter what.
Anyone else have anything?
Ain't got none.
I just feel like we gotta get more unity. You know, with the brothers, even like I'm just speaking in general, but you know, with T-Dot, you know, if that was you, that was me. Like I pray somebody will help me. You know what I mean? Like, all right, I'm just ass out over here. Well, it makes you feel like, you know, we get on here, we chastise plenty brothers, we chastise plenty sisters. I've been chastised. Everybody, you know, that's what it is. You know, that's just comes a part of being in this truth. You're gonna get chastisement, but that's a part of also brotherly love. Like, I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with you, fix it. Like, I'm not telling you that to be a donkey to you. I'm telling you that just genuinely because I care about your well-being. Like, I don't know. So besides that, no, I wouldn't want the brother to stay in there more than he needs to. If he needs to learn a lesson, okay, cool.
Cool.
Still gotta come out. Like, that's the whole, like, y'all everyone loves the mercy from Yahusha, right? We gotta be like that. We love that mercy when it comes. Like, please, Yahusha, please, through the name of Yahusha, please give me mercy. Like, we would want that. Everybody wants that. If you don't want mercy, then I don't know what you like. You might as well not even be listening to this. But if you don't want that type of mercy, then you gotta be able to show that and reflect that in yourself.
Cool.
That's what Hamashiach was saying. What are the two greatest commandments? They asked him, what are the two greatest commandments? He said, keep the Supreme Allahim first, love the Supreme Allahim, and then love your brother. You gotta stand on that. You gotta try to get that hate out your heart and generate some love, man. Not no funny style stuff, but just some general respect for one another. Like, I feel like a lot of that is lacking in this society in general, but especially if we're gonna be in this truth, we just gotta generate that more. Hate out your heart.
The fact that you have to keep asking someone for something that already says that all, man. You know what I mean? Keep asking that says all, man. You know, everyone knows, like, You should, like I said earlier, man. Someone's in a situation really supposed to be some sort of brother and sisterhood. It's like, okay, what can I do? That's it. Shouldn't have to come to you, yo, we need help. Whatever, man.
Come.
Oh,
Whatever, man. We're not, see, people always, oh, you're talking about tomorrow. Oh, you leave him in there. What's going to happen? See, Stefan should teach us that we're not promised tomorrow, man. It gets no closer than that, right? That should
God.
teach you, man, that we're not promised tomorrow because you don't know what the next minute's going to be. See, you hear that a lot, but until it hits someone close, then man, you know what it is. So that right there alone should taught you're not promised tomorrow. You don't even know what's gonna happen within the next minute, man. Then Kadar on the phone talking to this dude. This dude get off the phone, he going off himself. You don't know what's gonna happen, man. Not promised tomorrow, man. But to take advantage of the moment, man. That's one thing that I have, man, is I have patience, but I don't have no time. I don't have no extra time for nothing. Huh?
Come.
That's something I don't have is time. Be patient, but time is gonna wait for no man. You'll get passed by.
Facts.
People always, oh yeah, we'll do it to. No, you're not promised tomorrow. The Most High tells you that. In fact, the scriptures tells you don't say that you're gonna do such and such without saying Yahuwah willing.
Come.
It's not promised tomorrow, man. A lot of people, their prize or whatever passed them by because they're always counting on tomorrow. Yeah, I get it done tomorrow. Someone else come and snatch it away. See, there's always someone willing to do what you want, man. There's always someone willing to take the effort or whatever that you want. Keep waiting on tomorrow. You're gonna end up with a lot of empty yesterdays.
Facts.
Take advantage of the moment. That's the only thing that's real right now is the moment, man. I bet, look how Stefan thought he had tomorrow. Yeah, man, this summer I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna move to Atlanta. Demon jumped on him. He didn't even make it 2 weeks beyond that, man. It's not promised, man.
Mm.
Hindsight's always 2020. I would say that Jeremiah already learned, man.
Facts.
No man. I don't wish that on no man, no woman, nobody should be like that. The way that these jails are up, nobody should be in those conditions, man.
Come.
Then when you got there, when you there and you feel as no one care about you, that's what really breaks you, man. See, we all need at least one person that we believe care about us, man. But if you feel like no one care about you, man, that breaks you, man. That'll break you.
That right there to make you turn you to a villain. Make you angry at the world. You don't give a damn about me. All right, then. Oh, yeah.
Come.
That's what happened with Stefan, huh?
Come.
Yeah. It's kind of like the last Bible study you're talking about with the spirits and the demons. You pretty much just gotta think positive. At those times, you gotta really think positive, especially when you're looking at like 3 walls and some bars. A lot of negative thoughts pass around. That's something that really really gonna test your spirit.
Come. So that Proverbs 24 and 10. If you faint in that time, strength is small.
God.
We all have we've all fallen and we've all wish we could do something over again, but what are you gonna do now? What's the next move?
Facts. Yeah, you gotta think of the future. Think of making it right. Being more self aware of the moment, of the now. You gotta really get into your positive thoughts and make where you're at as good as possible. Make the change now, rather than later. And what could you do now to fix your situation and to do better?
Come.
Gotta realize too that that we a family. You gotta ride for each other like that. Like the same way you want a brother to ride for you, you gotta ride for them.
Con.
Two-way street. It ain't no one-way street. Just a fact, man. Who should said it? My mother and my brother are those that do the will of my father. That's the same way we should be thinking. Go all out for your brother. You don't want your brother sitting in no damn jail cell, man. Under no circumstances.
Con.
Jeremiah is the youngest one in the group, huh?
Oh,
Come.
But one of the most, disciplined. You just need the wisdom, man. One of the most intelligent.
Yeah, and wisdom comes from a lot from an experience. At the end of the day, stuff that you go through. You can know the books and study everything, but once you really go through it, that's a real difference right there.
Come. Come.
Yeah, the crazy thing is I've never actually had any brothers. I grew up as the only child until I had sisters when I was like 15, but never really had any brothers. I always had like cousins and stuff that I was grow up with and build off of that. But yeah, being having a brother, having somebody that you could build with is something that I think everybody should really have.
priceless.
Come.
Especially a thorough brother.
For real, for real.
Uh,
I got brothers, but they've been controlled by bots for I don't know how long. Can't depend on them for nothing.
they got
Real.
caught up in Miami and then Miami life.
Nah, they married, man. They just
Uh,
man, listen, man. When I went to jail, got arrested that time, man, you don't know the smile that was on my face. They was already calling me out and they gave me that ticket. I seen Kahan's name on it. I say, wow, boy, they own it, boy.
uh,
On that paper. You feel what I'm saying? And then for me to know that I called my brother to the scene to come pick up my truck. And you ain't called no bondsman or nothing, man. But you got my truck though.
oh, that's crazy.
What?
Yeah, man. Then on top of that, you got my truck. I'm calling you from the free phone call because I'm riding out on the phone call. I gotta call you and tell you, oh yeah, they on the way over here. When he get here, I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call the bondsman. My sister, way in New Orleans, she done called and paid the bondsman. Yeah, my brother right here came and pick up my truck. You already know what's going on, brother. You supposed to been called the bondsman. Woo woo woo, bam. That's what I'm talking about.
Man, that
That's what
is
I'm talking about right there.
that's way too familiar, man. Way too familiar.
That's what I'm talking about. So you already know what my loyalty lies. Boy, I ain't trying to hear
Yeah,
nothing you got to say. T-Dot, get out of here, boy. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
ain't got nothing to say to you, bro. I ain't talked to him since. Yeah.
Yeah, in those cases, that reminded me of this message where Han was saying about it was rough on me, I ain't gonna lie. Because folks have done me all types of sour ways about forgiving folks.
Huh.
Woo! Ooh, wait. I'm telling some, well, I know you didn't do it, but I can't come back and help you no more. And then folks just get ghosts. On to call me when around their birthdays and stuff like that. That man, that joker burned me up. What do you say? I was coming with your hand up instead of with your hand down. Like I can't. Like man, like that hit home hard. That hit home so hard, man. I'm like, oh, because I got frustrated, man. One day, I about spazzed out on the phone. But I don't know. Like I said, it was years later, man. And when T Dot came about, I was like, shoot. And to see, folks that really, I mean, some of us, like, our family, they look at us a little bit different, kind of shun us away, somewhat. They want us to hear them, don't want to hear, like our spirituality and reason and stuff, but always, kind of look to us for some type of solution. It's not an equitable relationship, so to speak, if I'm even using that word correctly.
It's one-sided. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, it gets real frustrating. But man, yeah, yeah, you can't let that hold us back, man.
No,
Because
you know,
I, like Benai was saying, it puts you in a mindset. Folks, do you like that? Like when certain folks pass away, then you get like left. I'm like, okay, I see what it was. You just playing nice until, you know what I'm saying? It's all good though.
that's kind of like you calling out my situation in the sense like me and my brother used to hang tough. You know what I'm saying? And like once my mom passed away, started like it put me in a sense to where I started looking at him different after my mom passed away because it's like I looked at it from a sense of well, and he started moving funny too. So I looked at it in the sense of well, now you gonna cross me and you gonna do everything that was in you is gonna come out now because the one thing that connected us together is gone. So that's how I
Yeah,
started looking at my brother. So I just started distancing myself from him because I started seeing all type of funny stuff he was doing. So
yeah. It's kind of like the way when Esau, when Isaac passed away, and Esau went against his brother. I mean, when he went against Jacob, Isaac passed away. Man, that's exactly how it reminds me. Soon as them elders went, then folks turn face. But it's all good.
I don't trip on that. You know, if he was in a situation, same type of situation, I'm gonna be there. because I know me doing what's right and showing him what a brother's supposed to do. That's gonna eat him up inside because he know he ain't do the same.
Uh,
Yep.
yeah.
So,
Whenever that happens, he's really gonna, think twice, think three times, and really, he's kind of like ungrateful that you're his brother. You know what I mean? He kind of like uses you and stuff like that whenever he wants to, and then I mean, yeah, that just comes with wisdom, you know.
uh,
Because
yeah,
once he goes through those situations and he sees you, he's gonna think like, damn, I should have been like I should have been there for him more than I could have.
Um, that only happens when when somebody passes away or they're not around no more.
Uh,
It's a situation where they be saying, "Oh man, I wish I was there. I wish I could have done this and that." And that. Well, wishes. Don't do no wishes. It's not reality. Reality is a situation you weren't there. It's about being genuine. It's about being genuine, like genuinely caring.
but like I already be, I be on point on a whole nother level. Like he done sent, some old friends around here trying to be nosy, like trying to see what I'm doing, what I'm up to, type of thing. But I already know that he sent you over here, so I really ain't got too much of words for you. So go back and
Cool.
tell him that.
Cool.
Instead of you just picking up the phone, bro. What's going on? Yeah, all right, everything good. Up to woo woo. Yeah. They try to make you seem like you're crazy and all that. Yeah, I'm crazy.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as they get into something, you the first person they call. As soon as they into a bind or something that they can't figure out where it requires a little thinking, they want your knowledge and your wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Nail on the head.
That's life, man.
uh, yeah, that's what brothers is about. It's about to build that wisdom to, we know a lot of stuff, but at the end of the day, to help somebody or to help guide somebody, to make the right decision is what's gonna get us to the best position.
Come
Oh, yeah, that precept, that Romans 12 and 20. Therefore, if thine enemy hunger, feed him. If he thirst, give him drink. For in doing so, thou shalt heap coals of fire on his head.
see?
Yeah, that's that was right there. No, I'm glad. Um, no, I'm glad for T-Dot. I'm glad. No matter what it is that happens, it shall be well. For real, for real.
Cool.
You just gotta have that faith, man. Your faith gotta be strong, man. The Most High got you. That's without a doubt.
That's the biggest thing. Have faith, have patience, keep it going.
Yeah,
That's kind of how I look at everything, though.
You know. Yeah, I just hope that's how Jeremiah's thinking right now. Is really this moment really gonna make or break him.
Ain't gonna be no go-go speed racer no more. Yeah.
yeah, it's that crossroads again.
Uh, yeah, he gonna be driving in the school zone now. Everywhere he go, he driving school zone. What? He driving Miss Daisy.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah, the second or third phone call, he called me. He was this, that, blah blah blah. And I was like, "Yo, is this the first time you went to jail?" Nah, this is the fourth time. I was like, come on, man. I said, what happened the first time? He's like, I didn't want to give my ID. Ever since I learned this, that, blah, 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 I didn't give him my ID. I was like, come on. Yeah, and then I think one of the last phone calls before I left Atlanta, he pretty much said, he was like, yeah, I learned my lesson. I'm gonna straighten up. Yeah, man, I hope you do. I hope you didn't say that the last three times.
Well, I think the last 3 times he might have been at home. It's different when you're away from home.
Yeah, because I mean, less resources. You don't know the area. You don't,
Yeah.
you
Con.
know.
That,
It's,
that first verse we went over there, Proverbs 29:11, right on time. A fool uttereth all his mind, but a wise man keepeth it in till afterwards. That's what you gotta do.
um,
And you feel like that, We all feel like that because we know what time it is. Surely your pressure maketh a wise man mad. You know what's going on, but you got to play the game. It's a game they playing. Got to play the game.
facts. Uh,
Man, that's heavy when you really think about it.
Yeah, that's one of them books that Kahan recommended, and he got something like that in one of his books, Game of Life and How to Play It.
Huh? That's why it's like the main thing, like out of this, what I see is removing them emotions
Come
about how you feel and this, that, and the third. Once you remove them emotions, you start thinking. You left with nothing but thoughts. Now, you use the wisdom that you learning. You gotta use it. We all gotta go through, little bumps in the road. You gotta experience it. That's one thing. That's all he was missing is the experience. Now he don't want to be in that type of position no more. So now he don't know how to deal with the constables now.
Yeah, not
on.
unnecessarily. Anyway,
He'll be out in the morning. If you happen to weather the little tribulation, little trial, be all right.
um, he probably in there reading the scriptures right now.
Come. I ain't even get a chance to read now.
So
Real.
you,
No,
What? Time I got upstairs, got to the room, laid down probably like 25 minutes. Johnson, yeah, pack it up. You going home?
come on.
well, the first day Jeremiah he was chilling. He was cool. I was like, hey, what's up, man? You need what you doing good? Yeah. I'm just been watching TV all day. Been doing this, that, blah blah blah. On the first day he was booked. At the nighttime, whenever I called him, he was like, "Yeah, I was just watching a little bit of TV, this, that, blah, blah, blah." I was like, "Oh shit, for real?" He had his hopes up for dipping out the first like day or two, but I
Come.
guess once it started getting a little worse, man, I was
Yeah.
looking up.
And once you done went to that bond hearing, that judge ain't talking about letting you out. Well, I beat the phone down now, try to get up out of there. You know what? One thing though I can say that we gotta write down each other's numbers, man, because man, I couldn't remember nobody number, man. Nobody number. These damn phones where you got everything programmed and saved.
Oh yeah.
Man, I don't know nobody number, man.
Yeah.
Mind blanking there. I'm like, hey. Yeah.
I feel like I used to really remember more, but you know, the more you use the phone, you just type somebody's name and they bring up the number.
Dude. One thing I know is the area code.
They ain't even got phone books no more.
Mm.
Yeah, they used to deliver those every year.
Yellow page. I ain't seen a phone book. I don't know how long. Everything digitized. Yeah. Good brother, he'll be up out of there.
Yeah, I think it definitely gave me a lot of experience of how to talk with the constables, what to do in situations like that. I mean, really, just put me aware of the situation to be prepared. Be prepared in case anything like that happens, or any of my brothers, anything happens. Just be ready for situations like that. Know how to move. Get in, get out faster.
In due time, we'll just start putting things together to prevent all this. Designated driver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need no young driver. I don't think nobody should pay for a young driver fee. We need a plan. We need a plan to save that 150 for something else.
Get him a go car.
I think a Han bought himself Hot Wheels before we left. Well, 2 Hot Wheels.
Get up out of there. King, brother King. Right here. Raheem probably on the plantation. David ain't in the comments.
don't see the icon.
Melly Kane. Oh, David there.
I see that ugly ass David Davis in the room. Well, I think it's time to shut it down, man. We don't want to be covered in ugly like that. Ugly has a new name. It's called David David.
Yeah, he really was quiet and easygoing at the gathering.
Yeah, but you saw he got when he got on the airport, Yashabi?
Yeah. I'll act like a white person and call the
Yeah.
police. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, I took that to heart right there because I kind of felt he meant it.
Like, what?
Especially as loud as he was talking over the phone. And he brought up guns or something in the airport. That's a serious offense, man.
Yeah.
I didn't find that funny at all. Not at all.
I was silly. I'm like, wow.
You gotta be more self-aware than that. You know, the airport.
Yeah, see, one thing I learned through experience, whenever someone's joking, there's always a degree of seriousness in that. You understand what I'm saying?
Underlying a sense of truth. Yeah.
Yeah. So he meant a lot of that he was saying.
Yeah, that's wild. Should have put that out on the out in the air when we were at the pull-up bar doing those dips. That'd have been the time to do that.
Yeah, he meant that. That's why he said it. No one just thinks something up like that. That wasn't even designed to be funny. He said, "You come, no one mentioned anything about no gun." And he started talking loud so the people around him could hear. "You're gonna come to the airport with a gun?" Yeah, piece of fucking shit, man. For real, man. If I was close to him, I would have punched him in his damn face. Real talk. All jokes aside, on everything I love.
And he was talking about how he's about to board. I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
God. He was like a different person almost.
See, I know how to scream like a white person. I'll get you arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Wow. That's not even funny. That's
Yeah, it's not funny at all, man.
oh man. Wow.
Yeah, Barry, he said it.
Yep. That right there, that made me look at that dude differently, y'all. Because I took that to heart.
He got too many personalities. Too many spirits, I guess you should say. I can say.
And he's a real piece of shit, man, for real. He's a real piece of shit. Ultimately.
Yeah, there's no way I could really spin that to be funny. Like that's not even funny. Trying to figure out why he said that.
Because he was scared. That's why. He ain't on afraid, and he ain't know how to handle no dang on pressure from from another man, because he's being held accountable for his words.
Now he's trying to come on the call. What are you trying to come on the call for, you piece of shit? Go and get drunk. Don't want to hear anything he has to say, man.
Well, it started off to some, you're not even a fight away. You one drive away or something like that. And then it just, like, and he took it way over there. I'm like,
Yeah.
He had to be afraid. That's the only thing I can look at it.
Yeah, he was acting like a little bitch when he was at the oh come on, don't hurt me. Nobody's thinking about him. In the part with the guns and all of that, I don't even know how that came up. But that's something that a white Karen would do. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just create a damn story.
Right.
Yeah, that man's filled with Satan, man. He ain't no man of the Most High. He's filled with Satan. That's why he can't leave that damn alcohol in. You don't know what, like y'all should be saying, you don't know what damn kind of spirit's gonna come out of him, man.
That's crazy. There ain't no understanding that.
Yeah. That right there, there's certain places where you draw a line with jokes and all of that. But I know this dude wasn't junket, huh? I know it. You could tell by the inflection of someone's voice. And he said that about the guns. He said it loud, like he wanted the surrounding people to hear him, and he created it. Man, you ain't coming over here with no guns to the airport. Piece of shit. I'm like, get this stick fucking coon, man. That got me heated up for real, man. I'm telling you, man, if I was close to him then, I would lay hands on him like one of them fake preachers. But it wouldn't have been to hell him. Real talk. That's on everything I love. Because every time I think of it, I get, I get heated.
Yeah, agitated.
How did guys say something like that, man? We just finished breaking bread with this damn creep a day before. He out there playing football, frisbee, and all with us. But in the meantime, he got evil in his heart. That's Satan in his heart. Very few things that God could do or say now, man, to surprise me. He's done so much. Certain things, man, you just can't even, certain things you just don't say, and that's one of them. Especially the Atlanta airport. You know how many people there they caught with weapons up?
That dude's just crazy. Ain't no other way to put it. Yeah, I don't know. That's the way I look at it. He's just scared. Homeboy is just scared.
Scared of what though? See, the
That's
thing
that's
is,
uh,
nobody said anything to him. I don't even know who said you was just a drive away. That wasn't me. I don't even know who said that. But that was his fuel. You
Yeah,
know,
it wasn't nothing serious. That's for sure.
right? Whatever comes out of a man, like Yahusha saying, that's what defiles a man because that was already in him to say that. You see what I'm saying? It's not what goes into a man that defiles him. Yahusha said it. What comes out of him, because
Con,
what comes out of him comes from the heart. You dig?
con. Yep. As it is written. Because what we initially was calling him just to see, see where he was at.
Yeah, just checking on him,
Check it
making
out.
sure he's all right. And it turns to that. Certain words you don't, say that man. Yashipin, you might say he was scared, but that man, no, that man's been around us plenty of times. Nobody never trying to hurt that man. That was just his wickedness coming up out of him, man. The only thing we did was trying to protect him and make his life better. And look how he rewards you. You're nothing but a demon, man. That's the thing about a person that's on substance abuse or alcohol. You never know what the hell you're gonna get.
Con. Yeah, you're right. Because he was actually when we were together, he was the one trying to hurt us during that little bit during that training that we were doing up in Mass, going all extra hard.
Yeah.
Every other time, yeah, ain't nobody ain't doing nothing but trying to check up on you, making sure you good, making sure you ain't hurting yourself, make sure you're not getting taken advantage of, by your family members. No one over here ever try to hurt you or ever try to take advantage of you. That spirit of fear, not of the Most High, because he ain't got no reason for that over here.
Well, ain't nobody never trying to hurt him, man. And that man know, man, if we wanted to do something to him, that would have happened a long time ago.
yeah.
This man been coming around since 2017, so I don't buy that. And this man done cursed me out and all of that. You know what I mean? So we can just hurt him out of the blue. Come on, man. That's an excuse, man, for him to condone that behavior. But that right there, you drew the line with that one right there. Huh?
Come on. Yeah, as soon as he said it, man, I was like, where the heck is that coming from? About to board the plane? What? It's crazy. You're right. There's no excuse or reason for that.
And he said it loud. And we was on the live stream when he said it. Huh? But he's saying this on the live stream and everything.
You mean a conference call?
Yeah. Conference call.
Yeah, there's about five or six of us on the line when that happened. And David, don't be typing no craziness in the room. That ain't got nothing to do with anything.
Also, what this man say, if you haven't paid attention most of the time, it generally has nothing to do with the subject matter or ever on topic. Think about it. He just come on and start talking, just start ranting.
Yeah.
Try to
Spirits.
He was talking about something one night, and then he came and talked about TV dinners.
Like he can relate two things as wide as his eyes are apart, man. Ain't got nothing to do with each other.
Yeah, this is the second time that this man's revealed his true person. The first time was in Miami when he turned into a little wussy and just literally ran out when those men split up. He literally
Yeah,
ran
that
out.
was crazy. That was crazy. It was like a movie. Like someone done cut, he disappeared or got taken out the scene, and then it got placed back at the end. I'm like, oh, what? When that happened? Somebody got to tell the story.
And
Oh,
that's the kind of man that you don't want around, man, if something happened. Because he'll be the first MF to snitch you out, man. He'll give you up in a second. That kind of person, because I've seen that spirit before, they would give you up.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm over here bouncing my thoughts off of Godot. Like, am I hearing this right? Am I witnessing the same thing? With the situation. Really, really trying to check myself, making sure I ain't, going crazy. Like, yeah, this thing might have turned to something else. David, gone.
Huh. Oh man. Whew.
At least you know what to expect, and he's consistent.
Well, I'm over here rolling, boy. Hey, what?
Had that female.
Stay here, rat shot. Well, I'm over here rolling, boy. Bernie Mac got a little thing on YouTube. They got a little clip of Bernie Mac. We talking about snitching. You know what I'm talking about?
I know, yeah. Heck yeah.
Your Honor, he did it. He kicked him, shot him 2 times, kicked him in the head. I tried to call you, but the line was busy. Oh man. Crazy.
And he's probably drunk now. Look what he's putting in the room. Calling brother Khan. And the thing is, he think he's funny. But, right now, I'm really disgruntled with this guy, man. Because that kind of behavior right there, that just put me in a real serious mode against this dude, man. I got a good heart, but that heart could turn ugly. When you do something like that, right there, that's way beyond the line, man. It's kind of, certain thing, men don't say to other men. Like, know, for instance, when men, are joking, you don't go to a line and you start calling another man a homosexual or something like that. The man's all jokes are off right there, man. It's kind of like what this dude's doing by just, but you're in a sensitive place, especially Atlanta airport. No one's talking about guns, but that man was really, he was trying to project to whoever was around him that someone was going to come to the airport, with a gun to threaten him. That's what he was projecting because no one said nothing about no guns at no airport. So that's the image. He's a fucking wicked demon, man. That's what he was trying to project.
Yeah, that's a bad look. That's that's not good at all. That does not look good at all. You on the phone talking about somebody could have heard that.
No, he
They wouldn't
purposely
have
raised his voice up for people to hear it. He started talking really loud when he said that.
known. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I drew the line right there.
Making it, he made it seem like he's in a hostage situation, talking about, "Oh, you gonna do this? Really?"
Then to go on, then he proceeded to say after that, I'll get you locked up. I know how to get you locked up. I'll scream like I'm a white person. I know how to scream like, you see what I'm saying?
Uh,
That's some real bitch, type thing, man.
Yeah, he all over the place now. Go from talking about someone opening the plane door to, yeah, I was afraid, you right, Yashabane, to now, my bad, I thought I was talking to my friends. Which one is it? I don't make
Yeah,
any.
because he's probably drunk, huh? Probably drunk.
Yeah, I don't make.
He went back. He didn't have to go to work. He's probably drunk. The typical thing. Certain things, man, you just don't come out your face with, man. For real. There's certain things that a man knows that he's not supposed to say to another man. You just don't do certain things, man. And that's part of being a man. And you just naturally know these things. Certain things you know not to joke with another man about. But that guy wasn't joking when he said that. And I know it. I could sense that. I didn't say anything. I just got quiet. But y'all should be called them out on it. Like, yo, man, you're in the airport saying this.
loud too. Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly didn't find that funny, but I found it very surprising that he would say such a thing.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you're gonna have to check that spirit, Elder David. Fast and pray. You're gonna have to put the bottle down for good. For good. And make a promise to the Most High for the rest of your natural life. Because That is way off. Yeah, he drunk. Yeah, he caught up. You know, they're putting nonsense in the room. That ain't got nothing to do with the situation.
See how he's trying to shift the focus?
Yeah,
That's what he typically does.
yeah, I'm trying to divert.
Piece of shit, man. He's gonna get his dog. I guess it's time to shut this down, man.
Come
Shalom, shalom, Akim, Wakim.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.